Hey guys, FilthyRobot here with the Arumba, continuing our Civilization 6 playthrough as Teddy. Let's go ahead and dive into this episode.
Okay. All right, so between episodes, we took a couple minutes, looked around a little bit, and one of the things that's hard to actually keep all fresh in your mind is all these different quests that you have to do, and exactly like what you should be working on at any given point. So we're going to do a few things. Number one, we want to probably promote one of these crossbowmen, right? Just move him into our tile. You have any objection to doing it right now?
No, go for it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get a crossbowman, get our quest satisfied with Lisbon. And then beyond that, we were looking here, we got construct a harbor. That's going to be done in 3 turns in New York. Leventa wants us to send a trade route, and we figure that one of these 2 trade routes here should be ending soon, so the next route will just go to Leventa. Assuming we can reach it, which we should be able to because we've already sent it to Geneva, so we can path through Geneva with our trade post there.
Yeah, I don't know if the one to Geneva finished or not. It might have got pillaged. I can't remember.
The only way I'm aware of to see trade posts, which actually really made me upset the first time, is you have to have a trader selected that doesn't have a route. And then you can see a little trade post symbol right there. But only when you have a trader selected that doesn't have a route.
Okay. Well, we will have that soon. We're gonna have a harbor finishing. We can do it when we purchase that trader.
Yep. And you also don't get to see them if you are playing as Rome, because Rome gets them for free, and they don't technically get built in your cities. They're there, but they don't get built, and so they don't show up on the map. Yay.
Yeah.
So Jerusalem, same thing. We're going to finish this thing in 3 turns. That'll give us another trade route. We'll buy a trader down there, send him up to Jerusalem. And Madol is mathematics. Mathematics was this one. 3 different specialty districts, which will happen when we get the industrial zone. And then finally, this guy wants us to send a trade route as well. Probably not going to happen. Kabul, you're kind of a loser. So
yeah.
Where the hell is he? He's way the hell down there. But so after we've done all that, the goal here is then we're going to buy an envoy with these. Now, most of these guys already have at least one. So is there any argument to waiting?
There's no benefit to assigning number 2. Exactly. So there is the benefit of waiting just to hold on. There's no benefit to assigning number 2.
Okay. But
there's a benefit to assigning number 3.
Right. What I meant more was just that I know there's a policy where you can get double the bonus the first time you send, but since they're already at 1, that policy can't help us. So
right. I think did we ever tested that? I think I did. I feel like I've tested. Okay, you tested.
I did, and it didn't work. Yeah, it just gives you the plus. If you have 0, it takes you to 2. Although it still displays +1. It displays +1 in the thing here, and then after you've done it, then you'll have 2.
All right.
Anyway, long story short is we also just gained suzerain over Lisbon, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're now immune to plundering.
Which is good, because Jerusalem's going to get plundered otherwise.
Right. So Jerusalem is going to give us a couple things that are really good. We're going to automatically convert Jerusalem, which is nice, because we have our religion gives us a bonus. For people following our religion, yes. 2
faith, and also another pressure point.
Yep. So
and
that's good.
1 less charge we have to spend, or probably 2 less charges on a missionary, because it's 6 pop.
Yep. And we also get +2 faith in the Holy District. And then we can also spend another one of our envoys here to get the suzerain here, make colossal heads
if we want them in shitty cities.
Yeah, and you kind of like the idea of doing some colossal heads in this shitty area, right?
I've never built them because they seem fairly useless to me, because I don't value 2 faith as a yield very highly. But if we are going to try to do something with using faith in lieu of production for some stuff, maybe we could use that.
Basically, we can convert this crappy land into.
Oh, we can check out the ratio. We didn't do it last video. Let's take. So, all right, what's the cost of our building, our unique building? So it's a mosque, right? We're building a mosque. Is that what we got? I can't remember now. No, it's not. What is it? Yeah, it is a mosque. Okay, so go to the F1, your Civilipedia thing, and tell me what the cost of a mosque is in terms of production.
Doesn't say.
What about the other one? There were 2 mosque entries.
Oh, why would there be 2 exactly the same ones?
Can't answer that question. All right, this one has production on it, 170. So it's 170 to 340, so it's 2 to 1.
Ah.
So faith is actually a lot more efficient than gold in terms of purchasing.
Interesting, especially because there's those governments available that are more, I think they're better overall at reducing the costs, right?
Yeah, it's the other one. That's what I was telling you about, the theocracy government. I had a game with them. It's the one, it's 2 down actually.
Yeah, but, so it's 15% on gold and 15% on faith, but faith is better than gold, so this is worth more.
Yeah, so I was saying the units were dirt cheap for whatever reason. That's why, because it's 2 to 1 for faith and 4 to 1 for gold. Good to know. Good to know. We're learning together.
Yeah. I like it.
All right. Do you want to spam some missionaries this turn, or try for another? You want to roll lucky on an apostle, or you want to go no luck oriented and do a missionary? What do you want? Because there is a promotion that will give us. Is there a natural wonder on our continent? Did we find one?
I don't remember. We just discovered one.
Yes, we have one. One's in our borders in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 2 other ones we'd like. There's one that just gives your guys your apostles 2 extra charges, and there's one that gives your apostle 3 extra charges after it goes adjacent to a natural wonder. And I'm trying to think of the value on this. I don't remember if an apostle spreads at the same strength as a missionary. Can you look them up again and see?
It said they were 110 in strength, so maybe they get do 220. I don't know. The other one was doubled for some reason. I'm not sure. But
so yeah, they're not much stronger then. It's 110 compared to 100. Is that right?
Yeah, we have to actually look it up. You can't see it on there.
Silly.
Maybe you can see this one. Nope, doesn't show it. So yeah, Apostles 110, and the other guy, the Missionaries 100.
Okay, so, and they have the same number of charges. So in general,
he's 3 times as much though.
Yeah. So it's just better to missionaries for spreading to non-hostile areas. Even if you got the lucky and rolled the double charges, it's still better because it's 3 times as much. Okay, so buy yourselves 2 missionaries. We have the faith to do it. Let's go get our religion ticking.
So the goal then would be...
Oh, we're waiting. Oh, never mind, we're waiting.
The goal then is that you have to get 50% of the population to make it follow our religion, right?
Yeah.
So if it takes...
I think it's over 50%, and I think it rounds to the nearest number. So I think that's something too, but I'm not entirely sure about that. That's Civ 5 rules again.
So we would be able to convert Leventa, right? Because we would theoretically have 4 people converted, although we're not sure.
Yeah.
Or even if it was just 3, that's still 50%.
I'm not sure if it triggers with 3 when it's, as I was saying, I think it's the nearest population point. I think it has to be over 50% is the rule. So I think 3 counts as 50%. So I think it has to be 4 for a 6-pop city.
Okay. So still missionaries, you think? Yeah.
I don't want to buy them yet because that's why we're building this building, because it gives us an extra charge on each missionary.
Oh, right.
So in 8 turns, yeah, missionaries.
Okay. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to stop mathematics soon.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to get anything special for recorded history, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was, yeah. Well, that unit you just told to fortify, he's going down to clear out the barb camp, right? So we can repair our marble.
Oh, I didn't fortify him. I just moved to the next cycle to the next unit.
Okay.
I ignore it. Like what I found, the way that I handle the game moving me when I don't want to is I just press the E key again and cycle units. I force it to cycle for me if it takes me to a unit I don't want to pay attention to yet.
Yeah, the annoying part is you end up doing 2 actions with all the units that you skip, right? Because you do the one to skip them and you have to go back to the end of the turn. But yes.
Yep, but it's safer.
Yeah.
So probably Sentry, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's hurt, so we're going to take the heal on the hill here with his last action.
Yeah, I think that was perfect.
Good. Hey, you heard it here first, folks. Okay, so what do you want to take him down? Well, there was actually another guy. I think I accidentally sent 2 of them down there.
Oh, okay. Well, if we have 2 going already, one is, you can just leave that guy there. That's fine. He's going to be useful when another barb camp spawns closer to home, so that's fine.
Should we Sentry him? I mean, there was a couple policies that benefit from having units in Sentry in towns.
Garrison, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Garrison.
Yeah, yep. When we get the policy, yes. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Where's our warrior? He was moving to that tile, right? Because you need to get that warrior to block the amenity so it doesn't get pillaged down there.
Yeah, I had already ordered him to move to that location there. That's why he's not showing up in the queue.
Jesus, we just make so few friggin' turns per episode, don't we? It takes so long to get there.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's tag team. We're talking.
Do we have our policy for builders, right? 5 builder charges?
I believe so.
I'm tempted to purchase one in that city now. The one where the builder is, to get, because I think they're going to get our other tobacco there, right?
Yeah, he'll move there, and then that's...
And we won't be able to kill him in 1 attack, so he'll pillage it.
Yeah. Plus we need the builder to repair that one anyway.
Yeah.
And we could do the farm, which give us some more pop.
Which it needs, yeah. Do we have, what are the numbers? We only have, actually we have 2 right now. The quarries don't give us something, right? So if we use 2 charges on 2 farms, that would be 1 more housing, and then we can do whatever else after that.
Yeah,
okay.
We got some sheep over here we could do for some more housing and some more production.
It'd be better than just a random farm. I like it.
We could also do the 2-3 with the lumber mill.
That doesn't give us housing though, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
So you want to focus housing primarily?
No, I think I just wanted to count our charges, what we're going to be using them with. And I was just, because I hadn't realized that pastures gave housing, because it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm now, I now kind of hear, I now was worried that now a lumber mill gave housing too, and I just was wrong, but no.
Okay. All right, so this is going to be the turn then where we cancel off mathematics because we're halfway there. Sounds good. I agree with you. A while back you had mentioned that it'd be great if there was like a take it to half method, which would be nice. So if we're not doing that, probably just go for stirrups maybe?
Already boosted. Might as well get it out of the way. Yeah, military tactics is a dead end, by the way. So you never need to tech that.
Military tactics?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it just ends.
Dead ends. Yep.
So if you don't want pikemen,
yep,
which I don't know why you would, because spearmen have no production modifier.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't think we did that on stream, or on stream, excuse me, on
yes,
video.
It was before we recorded. We were looking at all the early game policies, right, in the culture tree. So you start off, you get production towards builders, and then you've got Agogi for melee and ranged, and spearmen are not melee. They are not melee class. They are anti-cavalry class. So no bonus to them there. You get no bonus. Which
means that even when you're fighting horse units, like probably you're better off getting a 50% production and building like 2 swordsmen as opposed to a spearman.
Right.
Because it's just probably better in terms of the actual efficiency for hammers, which is nuts. So.
Right, and then looking at...
Or equal at least, right? Because wouldn't it be equal if it's a 50% combat bonus strength for a fighting horseman versus a 50% production bonus? It's essentially going to be, and assuming that it's... I mean, the way the costs are calculated, it's combat strength per point production is how the cost is calculated. So,
right. So we've got the spearman upgrades into the pikemen. The pikemen upgrades into the AT crew.
Yeah, about 10 eras later.
Right. So I don't know. It just seems pretty unlikely that you're going to want to use a lot of those guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless maybe if you are Greece because of the hoplites, but that's also pretty bad because you want to make hoplites as Greece, but you can't get any production modifiers to them.
Yeah, and also, I mean, 2 hoplites standing adjacent to each other then are as strong as a swordsman. Congratulations, get a swordsman. You know, like, no, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Athens, finally, hey.
He's talking about you, making fun of your unique unit.
Yeah. We'll probably talk to him and see if he wants to buy anything soon, yeah. And here, what's this, the train at night? Obviously, we didn't discover him first, that'd be kind of crazy. And that's the another one for units, nothing for districts and buildings yet.
Yeah, and I think the unit ones are going to be amazingly powerful at higher difficulties.
All right.
I mean, we have a decision too. We could tech cartography to allow our boats to cross deep water. It's just really far away in the tech tree, and our tech's kind of bad.
Spend a point here, get some extra dies from Geneva. Also get the plus 15% science. Already at 2.
I wouldn't mind the 15% science. Sounds kind of useful.
Well, we don't have any campuses, but I also kind of like the idea of picking up those dies. We could sell those, can't we?
What's the bonus? Where are we getting? Oh, because he has dies in his borders.
Yeah, 2 eat, 1 dies.
I don't know if we can sell dies or not, but either way, that would give us 2.
Yeah, we have 1, so I would assume that even if we can't sell his...
shit to this guy, this sucker we just met.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, we take this, we have our dies, we should be able to sell one of the instances of dies.
And I just remembered, you have a background in sales, don't you? So I should allow you to handle all diplomatic elements with the AI for all future games, too, so I never have to be bothered with it again. Nice. All right.
Although, we probably should have done that before we met him, because now he's going to be pissed, because he doesn't like it when we...
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
it's not his city state, isn't it? Like when you're competing with him?
Yeah, he probably doesn't even know about that city state, so we should be fine.
Yep.
All right. That probably won't apply right away. We're not going to see the... Nope, it is plus 15% for modifiers right away.
Okay.
Why did that one update instantly?
Now they're just fucking with us.
All right, we did what we had to do. We moved off of that thing.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we have to really do here.
No,
wait.
We're good.
Oh, no.
We purchased the builder, or we didn't?
No, we didn't.
I'd like to
also, we wanted to try talking to this guy. Do you want to do the delegation?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I have gotten pretty greedy. I like the idea of just keeping the... Wait, did he say no? No, he did say yes. Okay. All right, so we do have access to dies, but I don't think that that's updated yet. Why don't we just trade away the tobacco first?
Yeah.
And that's where you get the 10 and 5 that I mentioned. You take it even 1 ducat higher, and he says no.
Okay, so this guy's just not desperate. We got to get him hooked on dies.
Yeah. I wonder what happens.
Oh, no, we're selling it. This is perfect. We're selling him tobacco anyways. This is literally exactly what we need to do. Get him hooked on tobacco, and then next time we charge it up twice as much.
He doesn't want to trade 1 for 1, by the way. Look at this. He wants 8 gold per turn to trade away 1 of his cocoa. He's got 3. Yeah. A greedy son of a bastard.
Yeah.
All right, we don't want to buy his crap.
That's right. We'll give him tobacco, and 10 years later, he'll be sorry.
Yeah. Isn't that what happened?
Traded us for cocoa, bastard.
Like in like real life, wasn't there like a conspiracy theory about people trying to get people hooked on the not dyes, not smoke. It was what was that type of smoke that you do that wasn't marijuana? It was like the Chinese and the Eastern Asians used to use a lot. Hashish or not. I mean, is that the exact same thing as marijuana? Is hashish marijuana?
I think that's what we're going with there. Yeah, I think it's opium you're talking about.
Opium, right? Yeah, that's it. And that's different though. Opium's not the same thing, right? I don't know.
Opium is very different. Very different.
I don't do any of this stuff. So if you know anything more than I do, then clearly
just because
you're
I know
an opium user.
I'm not admitting to anything here.
Yes, you are.
Certainly not friggin' opium.
Well, apparently everyone's doing it. So I mean, come on, man. Get with the times.
And this is just a different culture in this YouTube channel compared to mine, I guess.
Oh yeah, you don't believe in the opium? So many ships leaving your harbors?
I don't think opium's a soft one. I don't think it's much of a soft drug. It's not a gateway drug. That's where the gateway got you.
Oh wait, we just got cartography. We have 2 harbors. Nice.
Nice. That's the one that lets us across other continents. If we're going tourism, we need to meet people. Because the sooner we meet people, the better.
Shoot, we didn't buy the builder.
Okay.
Also, we wanted to buy the trader. Do we have enough money for both? 600 gold? We pretty much do. Which one's more important to you? I want to get the boast
trader.
Jerusalem.
Yep, exactly. Because we have 2 trade routes we want to run, so let's do it. I mean, we could build it. No, okay. How many turns would a trader have been?
In New York?
Yeah, and we checked this with another unit. The ratio is the same for a non-combat unit and a combat unit. Gold to cost.
Yep, 4 to 1.
Okay, all right. Then it makes no difference what we purchased. Then it doesn't make any difference.
Yep, the trader would have taken 4 turns.
Okay. So,
in this city, have you ever done this stuff? These things? I think they're pretty horrible.
yeah, we're gonna do a lot of those in the late game in this one.
What exactly? How many points do you actually get? Earn Great Admiral points upon completion. How many?
I think I don't know. I tested it once or twice, and it's not a very good rate of return. I thought it was based on the production you put into it, which is based on the city's production, I thought.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be variable across cities, in other words. All right, we need housing in here. The lighthouse has housing in it, right?
The lighthouse just gave us housing. No, yes.
No,
maybe.
not the harbor. The lighthouse, which is the building that unlocks with the harbor.
Right. Yes, it does, +1.
Okay, do we want that, or do we want an industrial zone? We got to get the industrial zones out before. Then we're going to build the theater square. So it's one or the other. Or it doesn't have to be one or the other, I guess.
Well, I think short term we're going to gain 1 housing from building the thing on the sheep and on the wheat. It'll give us +1.
I'm all industrial zone here then. And look at that glorious location. Well, we have some glorious locations for it, I think.
18 turns though. So long.
It is, but it makes all future things less long, which is what I care about.
Okay. All right, so we would have to remove the mine there.
Yeah, we get a builder here. Let's think about where we're going to potentially be planting. Okay, so a couple things. My comment section has told me multiple times that I apparently haven't noticed yet that apparently lumber mills on rivers give more production. Is that correct?
I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
What you should have done is played along. You should have been like, of course, didn't you know this, Filthy?
No. Oh,
+1 production if adjacent to a river.
Wow,
Okay.
I didn't realize that. That's huge. +1 versus +2 is crazy.
Yeah, it's different. So I think then we probably don't want to deforest that river lumber mill in the east, which is what I was thinking about, because the industrial zone, yeah, because there's a bunch of hills there. Because if you look, there's like 3 hills around that area. So I don't think we want to do that. And we're not going to build a mine on that forest because it's not going to be as efficient. So probably we want it to the west, like northwest of the city there of New York, because there are 2 hills there. It should get 2 production when we get another mine there, right?
Do you notice what I just did? I messed up the way that the game looks.
How did you do that?
Look how these ones are highlighted and these ones aren't.
Yeah.
What it's doing is it's still highlighting the available locations for the industrial zone. See?
What did you do to get that? Though?
I did the lenses. I did 1-1.
Ah, okay.
And it went like that.
There you go.
I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, he'd probably build the district. Probably fixes it.
No, just back out properly, apparently.
Okay.
So that one could become a 2-4 then. This one is just rainforest. What if we were to build it right there and then build like...
Yeah.
We'd only have +1.
Oh no, we have +2 because it has 2 adjacent districts, the harbor and the city center. So it has the same premises there. And it has...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. So the other one will have +2. Depends where we build the... It's probably exactly equal, honestly. So right now that would be +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we build if we built another district adjacent to it, for example, the Cultural district, if we built that northeast of the dyes one,
wait,
would also...
This is +2 with the mine there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And +3 if we deforest that friggin' lumber mill, which actually is the exact equivalent of having built the lumber mill versus building a mine on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like it there. I like it. Thinking about it, that logic, I like it right there.
I like the idea of building it here simply because it removes this 2 movement cost jungle.
Yeah.
Rainforest.
Do it. So my chat is crying with me recently. Or not my chat, my YouTube comment sections. They're very upset with me because I often don't clear a rainforest or forest before planting a district on it. like clear it for the bonus resources. Can we talk about that for just a second? Because I'd like to address this.
Yeah.
I think this is, you know what we are chronically short on in every game? Everything that I played this game with you, and every game I always play is builder charges. Like right now, we're going to purchase a builder for gold because we would like to do that. Ideally, we'd like to do it in this city, and we'd like to do it in Naderos, and we'd like to do it in our northern city also, because all of those have tiles we need to improve, right? Mm-hmm. And it just is not reasonable for a low value thing like that, for chopping that tile, to invest in a builder for that, because we just don't have time. We're doing so many other things that we don't have time to build that builder. So I think a lot of times if you're going to be placing a district and it's not some super amazing thing, like it's just not such a big deal.
We got an extra envoy there. When you enter a new era, you get a random bonus. Do you have anything that we like as far as resources go? 1 cattle, 1 copper. Nope.
Yeah, okay.
The suzerain bonus is not that great, and he's not going to give us any extra luxury resources.
Are we close to another era?
I don't know. Eras are strictly related to tech, right? We're in the medieval era right now.
Can you go to the civics and see if there's the same boundaries for civics?
We could get to the Renaissance via cartography.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there is.
Yeah, so how close are we to...
We'd have to get all the way up to Renaissance.
Okay.
So that's pretty unlikely.
I mean, we are going to want the cultural boost at some point. I just don't know that we need it yet, and I actually prefer the faith ones first. No, I want to save envoys, because I want to get a production city-state.
Right.
So between the religious and the production, I think that's going to max out what we can take over for now.
Okay. So, yeah, I feel like using builder charges to remove things to get the production from them is...
okay in some scenarios. Especially if you're building like 3 builders in a row, like maybe you could chop out a little bit or rushing a wonder. But what do you think in general?
I think in general it's a fool's gambit or something, because like you could make the argument, well, what if you clear out a forest or a rainforest, you get the production from it, and you use that production to build another builder? Well, remember, every single builder you make makes more future builders more expensive. So you're not only using one of your very, very limited number of charges on something that is a temporary gain, but also you're making everything else more expensive later on down the road.
And I think finally, there's another component to that too, is that you want to build builders in sets, and you don't really want to overbuild builders. Yeah, there is some cases where you do when you're going to be bringing a builder to a new city right afterwards. But while you're getting the bonus towards builders, you want to produce them. And when that bonus is gone, you don't want to produce them, and you don't really want to produce 5 more builders than you needed just for future errors. You want to cycle these through and do it when you need them. So I don't know that you're going to have a lot of builder charges just sitting around either. It just seems very unlikely that you will.
I'm just seeing that these 2 could be improved to 1 force.
Yeah, those could be pretty good. The city actually needs production. It has a lot of food, but not a lot of production. Yeah,
but to buy a builder is going to cost us a fair bit, right? Builder is 325 gold. We can buy it next turn. No, not quite.
What, 325?
Yeah, 325. We need to make like what?
Yeah.
Not quite enough.
A little more. Yeah, we're like 1 gold off.
Maybe we should actually prioritize gold for 1 turn just so we can buy it next turn.
That could be. That'd be
a little bit tedious, isn't it? Let's do it. Where can we find some gold?
Well, this is housing blocked, and it's working those stupid tiles we don't care about right now. Why is it doing that?
Which ones?
It's working. Look, it's working those 3 food 2 science ones, as opposed to the 2-2-1-1 tile and the 2-1 and the 2-2 tile.
Well, I took the things off because it wasn't housing blocked, and now it's housing blocked again. I must have just recently hit it.
Okay.
But yeah, if we want to work these instead.
I won't. Yeah, I don't care about that one. I care about the production tile in the east, the forest. Yeah.
Makes sense. Better. But now
I guess it's our 1 gold too, right?
1 gold.
Is that enough now?
Yeah. Let's see. 278 plus 47.2 is
325.2.
All right, perfect. Okay, that handles that. But we have to take a break here.
Okay, see you guys in a little bit.
See you soon.